think we just wrote the premise of a crazy show. What if we brought the Amish to a Baltimore hardcore show? Okay, here we are.
All right.
It's time for the dad blast. We're blasting.
What's the haps, girly pop?
Are we dabbing? I don't.
What's trendy?
I'm so old. I don't know any of this shit. I know girlypop because my wife watches TikToks that they say that.
Yeah, the
what
women
the children are saying.
On the internet say that, I guess.
The women of the internet, the grown women say girlypop. I'm not judging, dude.
I just love calling everybody girly pop now.
Yeah, we talk about video games all the time on this podcast, so you guys say whatever the fuck you want. Who gives a shit? Oh, we're gonna have
Come at me, girly pop.
Gonna have to find a long clip to slap at the beginning of this.
I'm a girly pop off.
I said a bunch of swears right there.
You did.
Anyways,
I am flagging this moment right now.
Okay,
there you go.
Consider it flagged. So
yeah, here's the flag for when you're editing.
Perfect flag on the.
That's
flag.
a good idea, actually.
I don't know why we didn't think of that before. We're both
pretty
competent people.
This podcast is a living, breathing
organism.
Yeah, growing.
So we're here. We're in like sprint mode right now because we're trying to get these episodes done before Snowpocalypse 2026 happens.
Yeah, this is basically an emergency pod.
Yeah, this is and this may be the last podcast you ever get out of us. And
it could be.
If I die in the storm and lose power, this episode will be in the hidden tapes that they find in my snow-covered house.
Yeah,
you know, after they come find me, which will take months, if not years. Cause nobody's gonna
if I lose power for more than 48 hours, that's the moment where I'll consider life over and not worth it anymore.
And start eating your family.
Yeah.
So
we got. I don't want to live in a. People are like, man, you can survive. You know, if the world goes to shit. Internet goes out, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, have you ever considered the fact that I just don't want to live in a world without the internet? So, no, actually, I will not be surviving. I choose not to.
People are like, you can make it. And it's like, but that's where you and I differ.
Oh, I know I can.
Want to.
Yeah. Oh, I know I can. I was a Boy Scout for a bit. I dabbled in Boy Scoutery.
Okay, so what is on the talking list? Because I'm like, that's fucking crazy.
We'll save that for episode if we're famous.
Yeah. We'll save that for when we have enough money that if you call out the person by name.
Yeah, literally, I could just I could get a team of lawyers.
We have lawyers. That's where we need to be.
This is my revenge. I've made a podcast.
Shout out to that monster because, I mean, that's probably where you got some of your humor from. So, you know, silver linings and all that. Anyways, we are preparing for the snow. We covered that. What do you have to talk about? Sorry, rope it back in because that shit took a turn that I don't think either of us were expecting.
No. Are you prepared?
I mean, dude, I grew up north.
Yeah.
Like in one of the snowiest areas of the country. Yeah, I'm good.
You were prepared to say that to people for a while now.
Yeah, well, I mean,
y'all fucking love busting that out. Every time it snows, you're like, well, I'm from the north. I'm like, well, as if you can't feel how cold your toes are too, dude.
Here's what I'm going to say.
So what? You still feel it?
The only thing that...
You from the north, but you on the south power grid.
The only thing that people from the north know better than you guys is to stay off the fucking roads, right? Like, we just have been there to the point where it's like, when shit like stop trying to drive, stop trying to do shit, like call out of work. First up, your company does not give a fuck about... If they're telling you that you need to come in when it's snowing that bad, they don't give a fuck about you, so stop giving a fuck about them. Call out of work. Stop making it dangerous for everyone.
Unless you work for me.
Unless you work for Phil. Then fucking... better get a sled out and some dogs.
Unless you work for me or unless you work for Cole's wife.
No. my wife will shut her store down, so it's totally cool.
Oh.
She's good, but she's in a very different business than you are.
Oh,
so-
managers don't get like a separate snowproof vehicle.
No,
I just always thought that's how it worked. I
just give you
always wondered how shit just kept going when it snowed.
a tank with
Yeah, they
snow
don't give them
tracks.
like a hovercraft.
Fuck
or,
no. They're like, hey, risk your life. When I worked at Journeys, I remember one of the last massive snows that we got was years ago, and I was working at Journeys at the time, and I had a shitty 98 it was a 92 Toyota Corolla. And with bald ass tires, I was broke because I was working at Journeys and they don't pay you enough to do anything. And my boss was like, well, can you at least get to the mall and open your store? I was like, why is the mall open? Like, why? And also, who's going to come in and buy shoes? And he was like, well, some people might need some snow boots. I was like, if they need snow boots, maybe they should just stay the fuck inside. Or they should have come and gotten them before the snow came. We've known about this for a month. Like,
they're wearing their old pair of snow boots to come get the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were like, back then, you were like coming into work, risking your life. You were like, this is for Journeys.
Yeah.
And then the fucking upper management was just watching you. They were like, look at this fucking dork coming in, dude. He's excited about the new Vans pattern. Look at him walking in, all fucking smiling.
My boss was sitting from his work from home office, and he's like, you can have this one day.
Yeah, they're like, don't forget the new Vans pattern is coming out, buddy. We'll even maybe have your size and let you take one from the back. You can have 1% off.
Here's the thing. They never had my size. They would give out free shoes every month when I worked there. They stopped doing that now. But when I worked at Journeys, they would give out a free pair of shoes. But I wear a 14, 15. And almost none of the shoes had the size for me. And if they did have, if that brand did make that big, they never had like the special promotional ones that we were getting for free. So I always either had to call up home office and say, hey, like I can't do this. And they would give me like an approval for the same brand, but whatever colors they did make in that size, which was Vans a lot of the time. Vans always had the basics in 14s and 15s. Or they'd be like, well, it sucks to suck. Maybe you shouldn't have big dinosaur feet, bitch.
They were like, hey, buddy, we got your size. It's we keep a special stash for you downstairs at the party rental store. Go to aisle 14. And then you just go and it's clown shoes. And they're like, you fuck.
And you're not getting paid for the time you took to go down to the clown store. So fuck you.
I hope you fall down the escalator. I hope it turns off and you have to walk.
Dude.
Only like a third of the way up.
That is your Journeys material. That's it. You're doing it.
I'm an ambiguous guy from the north.
From the north. I worked at Journeys down south.
I'm in my office in the north. I don't have to go on an escalator.
Your
'cause I'm not
accent
a
is
fucking lower class piece of shit. Like you.
Your accent is ambiguously northern.
Yeah,
like I can't really.
I haven't visually looked at an escalator in forever.
You piece of shit.
Fuck you.
You poor piece of shit. Kill yourself.
If I ever have to see an escalator in person again, I'm gonna take my own life. 'Cause that means I've gone down a peg.
Anyways, I got to go interview 6 single moms and offer them $12 an hour to run a store. I'll talk to you later.
Enjoy the new Vans pattern, you fucking clown.
And that was my whole experience at Journeys. Dude, they might sue us. Who gives a shit? This was years ago. Things
Good. If Journeys sues us, I will give it to local news.
Yeah, dude. And I don't think Journeys has enough money to sue anyone right now.
Yeah,
honestly.
they don't. They could afford the PR too.
Yeah, it's
free PR.
People are probably going to be like, "Oh, I forgot about Journeys. I do need a shitty pair of Vans that'll break down in 6 months. Let's go get some."
I would love to leave my house to go get something that I could order online.
I just remember like all the hardcore kids used to come and get like Vans or Converse, and then all the basic people would come get white Converse. Like that was like the main selling point. But like all the kids that I knew in the hardcore scene and stuff would come and get Doc Martens or Vans and be like, "Yo, can you hook up the discount?" I'm like, "Dude, I get a limited amount." And I have to save it for me and my. I mean, she was my girlfriend.
Yeah, like, dude, if I give you this discount, I'm pretty sure the store will close.
If I give you this discount, they're going to take my paycheck.
Bro, please don't ask for it. Bro, do this for me.
And I used to cut deals with people too, though. Like I got a big discount at AT&T because the district manager for them needed a discount. And this is not why I'm no longer with Journeys. I left Journeys to go work for another company because I was just exhausted and not getting paid enough. And
you're like, I'm tired of the smell of the soles of shoes.
Well, it was really no. It was just like the fact that the day my son was born, my oldest, they were like, my boss was like, yeah, can you go open your store first? And I was like, okay. And I brought my pregnant wife who was in labor with me because we called the doctor and the doctor was like, yeah, that's fine.
Such a obscene romance story.
And dude, I mean, we were like that whole, maybe that's what we can talk about in the main is like overcoming the odds, because like honestly our story back then sounds like a fucking Lifetime movie. Like in that same period we got our car repossessed and a bunch of other bad shit happened, but like her water broke at like 3 a.m. and she was like, I thought I was peeing myself because I thought the baby was on my bladder. And I was like, but it kept coming, right? And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, your water broke, like we need to call the doctor. And then we called the doctor, and my boss was on the phone with me while she was on the phone with the doctor. And my boss was like, well, can you get to Danville to open your store? An hour away, by the way. An hour one way.
Your fucking Lifetime movie would be called like She Persisted, He Journeys.
His Journeys.
His Journeys.
Oh, and Journeys would definitely hop on that sponsorship bit.
That's going to be the like Lifetime movies that women will be watching in like 2040 or 2060 or whatever. It's just like scene kid stories.
I gotta give up my touring band for you.
She persisted on his journeys.
But no, it was just a mess, dude. It was a mess. Working for Journeys was kind of ass and shit. But it was
kind of ass and shit.
It was shit from an ass.
I'm gonna go look for like the Indeed for employer like Glassdoor reviews for Journeys, and there's gonna be one from like 2017 or whatever that says it's just kind of like ass and shit.
I left one that was very specific because my wife also went and became a manager after me, and I left one after she had left because I was like, well, now fuck it, neither of us are ever going back. And
the point of no return.
Several of my old people from Journeys messaged me and were like, this was you, wasn't it? And I was like, oh shit, my bad. Yeah, that was me. Anyways, sorry. So, you know,
they were like, dude, the lawyers are calling right now. They're calling it like a thinly veiled bomb threat.
That's something I would do. And well, let's get off the Journey subject, but
yeah.
Journeys did remind me of hardcore.
Let's step away from the bomb threats, girly pop.
And I was just telling you, like, I mean, this isn't like news or anything, but like I was just telling you, like, there's a new hardcore band coming out called The Set. It's the S.E.T. I don't know what SET stands for, but we're going to call them The Set. And it's the guitarist.
The sexual extraterrestrials.
I guess.
I call dibs on that name.
Okay, there you go. Something. That's your solo podcast.
Yeah.
But no, it's the guitarist, the former guitarist of Turnstile.
I've heard of them.
Started a new hardcore. I hope so. They're arguably the most popular band in hardcore.
Yeah.
Them. No, it's that. It's them. And people are probably going to get in the comments and be like, "They're not hardcore anymore." I don't.
You're not hardcore anymore.
Fuck. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm not hardcore. Whatever. But it got me thinking about Baltimore hardcore. And I don't know what they're doing in Baltimore. But they come out with the hardest fucking hardcore bands. Like, I shouldn't say recently. Ended's been out for a few years, but Ended, Queensway. Back in the day, they had Stout. I mean, Trapped Under Ice came from Baltimore.
It's
like,
not to be us.
It's what, Stout?
No, Trapped Under Ice.
Yeah, hell yeah, Trapped Under Ice. For reals. But like, and I mean, Turnstile is a product of Trapped Under Ice members. I don't know, man. It just got me thinking, and I know that people actually have kind of been into when I talk about hardcore. So I was like, this is perfect time to shine a spotlight on Baltimore. And dude, by the way, Baltimore, I get, like, I do understand why they produce good hardcore. I've been to Baltimore like a handful of times for hardcore shows, and I'm telling you right now, like, Baltimore is fucking wild. It's such a great city to be in. The people are amazing, but it's also like, you can tell it produces hard ass people. I remember going into Baltimore. It was like, I think the second time I'd ever been in like the tri-state area. And I go into Baltimore. There was this hardcore show. It was a pretty big show. It was like a 9 or 10 band bill. And I was just hanging out with some people, and we were in a rougher area, but like, you know, some dudes started like going back and forth and fighting or whatever. And a cop pulls up and throws his lights and steps out of the car, and this old like unk type dude that was just chilling like on his porch at one of the houses right near the convenience store we were at gets up and says, "Get back in the car." And the cop listened. The cop just was like, okay, and fucking got back in the car and drove off.
Oh, shit.
I was like...
Was that Corn Pop?
I was like, where the fuck are we?
Man knows the president.
So that was, you know, hey, Baltimore has all my love. One of the most fundamental cities for hardcore, arguably. I'd say the Northeast generally produces just good metal and hardcore bands. And of course the West Coast, you've got LA bands too and shit. But no, dude, Baltimore hardcore, it's been on my heart.
Shout out Baltimore hardcore. Link up with us.
Shout out Baltimore hardcore. Shout out End It, because
sophomoric dad material that's hardcore adjacent. Link up with us.
I do like End It had one of the best records of the year last year. And they're just a fantastic hardcore band. Queensway, I don't think they're playing anymore, but still one of my favorite hardcore bands of all time. Just insane hardcore. Trapped Under Ice, again, one of my favorite hardcore bands of all time. Fundamental to hardcore, like just a staple. I think everybody, even people that don't listen to hardcore, know TUI to some degree. So yeah, this is my hardcore spotlight. Maybe if people really do dig this, I'll talk about hardcore more, because like that is my shit. Like I'm from the Northeast. I know hardcore. I got a ton of friends that are like, Long Island is another like hub of hardcore, just produces top tier fucking hardcore bands.
We're gonna come throw down in Long Island too.
Dude, I mean,
Link up with us.
The only family member I still got in Long Island is my uncle and cousins.
The official dad-centric podcast of the hardcore community.
Is there one yet? Because if so, we found our niche market.
I think the secret to success is finding the most specific-ass niche thing possible.
And we did it.
Go.
We did it, boys. We're gonna get you acquainted with like the hardcore that I know, like, because you know music, you know metalcore, you know post-hardcore, but like hardcore is a culture within itself. We're gonna get you acquainted, and then you're gonna have like traditional American tattoos all up and down your arms, and you're gonna have like a fucking Reaper scythe down your face.
I'll be the guy I was always supposed to be.
You're gonna be like,
I was always held back by this mortal culture.
And then we'll just change it to the
looking
hard,
presentable in public and shit.
The hard dads.
Fuck that. I'm done.
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. Like,
this dad's going hardcore.
I know that we haven't been in public much together, to be honest, which is weird because I think most of the hangouts we do is this, but like.
You actually met Katie and I a long time ago, or maybe this was my ex. I don't know. Maybe I won't put this in here, but we were coming out of. This is very weird and synchronistic. We were coming out of the movie Lucy at the Brassfield
Theater.
Shit,
the Scarlett Johansson movie.
Yeah, and you were coming in the door at the same time, and you were like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "What's up, man?"
Was I with someone?
I can't remember. You were with somebody, maybe a group of people or something.
Okay.
This isn't for the podcast, but I just remembered that we had interacted probably about 2015, 14.
That would have been.
I'll look up when the.
Got a text.
Yeah, it looks like someone's not showing up at work yet. I was like, oh no, fuck no.
Well,
don't
let's
do this to me.
wrap this up because Phil's got to go.
God damn it! Don't do this to me.
That is we could add that. We'll add that story because that is wild that you were coming out of the movie named Lucy with Katie. When did you and Katie start dating?
Like 2013.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Damn. You and Katie have been together a year longer than Lauren and I have. Because we started dating in 2014. We got married in 2017.
Yeah, we started dating in 2013.
Nice. So what? This is. When did you get married though?
2020.
Oh,
so after y'all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see how fucking.
The
roads less traveled.
I'm just slow as fuck.
Oh,
but I feel like
you want to tell me about that fucking show?
Suddenly Amish.
Yeah.
All right.
Tell me about, dude. Because here's one thing I will tell you is I'm as bewildered by the Amish as the Amish are bewildered by me. So you have found a show. I want you to tell me about this show, and I'm shutting the fuck up for you so I can hear because this sounds. Just from the name, you told me you were like, I'm going to wait and tell you about this on the podcast. I got to hear about this.
Yeah, so it's Suddenly Amish. I think it's a TLC show. It's people who are jaded by current life have the opportunity to join a real Amish sect they're like, we're the liberal sect. They're like, women can't talk, but we'll let y'all film a TV show here. Because apparently the Amish are losing members and stuff because of inbreeding, and they're like, who are we going to bang?
Yeah, I mean, but also, you telling me that churning butter isn't like the lifestyle that most millennials
that
prefer?
Doesn't do it for you? Like, that I thought that's all you needed. I thought that's why they churn butter so much. I thought that was a release. I didn't know they actually made butter.
Amish butter is actually fucking lit, by the way.
Well,
did you ever see that movie Sex Drive?
No.
Okay, there's a scene in it. Seth Green from Robot Chicken, Family Guy, all that shit. If you're a millennial, you've probably Austin Powers. He was Dr. Evil's Scott Evil, Dr. Evil's son. So if you're a millennial, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Otherwise, and Gen X, millennial and older, but maybe a Gen Z or two. Fuck, generational shit makes my head hurt. Anyways, he plays an Amish guy in that show, and that's exactly what I envisioned when you just said that. Is because like their car breaks down and it's this old, I can't even remember what kind of car it is, but it's an American muscle car, and it breaks down right outside of like in Amish country, and Seth Green's character comes up on a horse and buggy and he's like, we can haul that over and we can fix it, and he's like, the guy's like, you're Amish, what?
He does look like he could be Amish, honestly.
And the Amish guys just take apart this muscle car and rebuild it bigger and better than it was before.
And the premise of the show is like they're regular people in our society it is a reality show, so they're joining to see if they want to permanently join. But you could tell all the contestants are just social media influencers who are just trying to get big. Like, obviously, it's very obvious.
So it's like the opposite of a Rumspringa for them.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Yeah. So,
yeah, they talked about Rumspringa in the show.
Yeah.
And they have like an overseer who is this guy named James, who was just like basically excommunicated from his other sect. He was like, they're more conservative. This dude is like
Amish gang wars.
He's like an Amish theater kid who is trying really hard to be cool, and he has like a backpack in the first episode at his new Amish compound where he's trying to get redemption by being like their guide, the English, the real world people. And he's like, he talks like this. He sounds like John Mulaney, but in a cringe way, and he's basically just the Amish version of a theater kid. And he was like, I like alcohol, so I'm cool. He was like, I have Chambord. He's like, that's my favorite. And he's just very much like,
so any of the characters that John Mulaney voiced in that Big Mouth show that became obscenely perverse and disgusting, that's who I envision when you talk about that guy.
Yeah,
I just also think of Amish gang wars and like them just riding up on their
just clipping each other in the carriages and stuff.
just running by and like throwing horseshoes out the window
Yeah.
into people's houses.
It makes like the cartoon horseshoe sound. It's like clonk when it hits someone in the head.
Oh man, what do I believe, I don't know a ton about the Amish, but I feel like I've heard that they're pacifists, right? So they don't really actually fight.
I think so. I guess I don't.
I know the Quakers.
I don't hear about a lot of Amish turf wars.
No, but although there was like an Amish mafia,
Maybe they need
or
to have
something.
that fighting spirit. They won't be losing all their members and their population won't
Honest
be
to
declining.
God,
Come on.
dude, if I found out there was a secret Amish like militant fight club, I would go join the Amish.
They decide to start kidnapping just local people in Pennsylvania and forcing them to be Amish.
They're like, you're gonna churn butter.
There's Amish ninjas.
We're doing a barn building later, okay? And
Yeah.
you're gonna learn how to churn some butter, and you're gonna shoe the horses, okay?
Then they start speaking that like Pennsylvania German Dutch or whatever. They're like, and the people are like, what is he saying?
Just screaming and having like a
They
fucking
got these
panic
big
attack.
ass like wooden masks on. They're like, we're the Amish ninjas.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. Dude, I think we just wrote the premise of a crazy show. What if we brought the Amish to a Baltimore hardcore show and they recruited at a Baltimore hardcore show and the Unk was there like running cops off?
If you brought the Amish people to a hardcore show, they would just think it was demon sounds and they would just be in the fetal position on the ground like,
But like between sets, the
They'd
dudes
be
in
breathing in like a paper bag.
the dudes in the hardcore bands would be like, I like what you're doing with the beard but no mustache thing, man. That's pretty sick.
They're like, what are you saying? Help!
Father, save me!
We have angered the old gods. I don't know why I'm making them sound like the Skyrim dudes.
I mean, I could see an Amish faction in Skyrim.
What are you doing?
Ring-a-ding-a-darrigan. Oh man, so yeah, Amish hardcore scene crossover. I think that has to happen. We're gonna produce that. It'll be one of the first Dad Voice Productions TV shows.
That'd be sick. It's more ethical than bum fights.
Yeah, barely, but
It's actually, I don't know. That now that I think about it, you're basically putting these people through psychological torture. 'Cause if you don't know what hardcore is, and you were just dropped into a hardcore
I don't
show,
even
you
know
would
if the
think
Amish do music.
Yeah,
so,
you would be like, what the fuck is happening?
just imagine them hearing a distorted guitar for the first time. They'd be like, "That's the screeching of demon bats."
They would literally throw themselves to the ground, fucking stop, drop, and rolling and shit.
Oh, we might be terrible people for that.
Good bit though.
It is a great dude. These are my favorite moments in this
me too.
podcast where we just get to fucking yuck it up. All right, so hey, listen, we'll go. We'll wrap this one up. This was fun. Love doing the dad blast always, but if you guys,
We love doing the blasting. Hope y'all love getting blasted.
that's right, we're blasting. You're
That
the
sounds like a
blastings.
phrase that would probably get flagged in the algorithm.
Probably they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is?" I can't tell the context. Close it out. But no, if you guys are new here, give us a like and subscribe. Especially if you've listened to us go this long, like and subscribe. If
If you've heard us beg you to like and subscribe like 46 times now or whatever it's been, can you please just do it?
just do it. Like,
Please just click the
also,
button.
guys, please comment on
It's such a rush.
on our videos. Like that helps our engagement. Even if you're just like pee pee poo poo or whatever the fuck, like I don't care. Just be like, my favorite part of the episode is that one gap where you guys both shut the fuck up. That's fine. Like I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. But just help us with our engagement. It does go a long way. If you're listening, you can't really do as much, but a review on whatever apps you guys listen on does help, especially because I piss off people on the internet like all the time. So I know a few of them are probably targeting our shit and trying to get us lower ratings and shit. I did use our podcast page, the Dad Briefs, which I've talked about in multiple
Oh, yeah.
episodes. he
I saw the Dad Briefs Love reacted something
Yeah,
that he posted, so I was like, Cole's gonna lose his mind.
Yeah, I was very stoked. So he got a bad review from someone who was just like, this liberal cuck or whatever the fuck they say. It's the people who can't read those, but they left him a nasty review.
I specifically learned to read so I could type the word liberal cuck.
Yeah, that's right.
The words liberal cuck.
But I went and I left him a review from the podcast because I felt like that was the best page to do it from. And he heart reacted it, or whoever his social media team is heart reacted it. But
it'd be funny if he heart reacted it and then commented and was like, "Man, I appreciate that. Checked it out. Don't quit your day job, guys."
It's like, you guys will figure it out one
With
day.
love and fatherly advice. Dad Briefs.
Be kind, wash your behind, and maybe try to reassess.
Reconsider, fellas. Hope you've been well.
No, he's such a good content creator. He's a guy who promotes empathy, so I want to do it. Anyways, sorry, got off that little derailment, but listen, if you guys can leave us reviews, it always does help. I also kind of want to try something, which I will talk about this more in the next main episode, but I think we could talk about it in the Dad Blast too until we find out if the idea has traction. But if you guys want to shout out dads for being great dads, shit dads, remembering dead dads, whatever, hit us up in the comments or leave us a review and say, in the review you can say, hey, I want you to talk about my dad, and we will shout out your dads because
sorry,
dads are important.
I thought of a fucked up idea.
No, go ahead. This is the Dad Blast. This is the place for it.
You want people to remember dead dads. I was just picturing an episode where we just read a list of the names of all the dads who died on 9/11 to music in the background.
Here's a list of all. Pete Davidson's dad is the first one.
And that's all, yeah. And then there's just music in the background, and that's it. It's just us reading the names slowly.
All the dads that died in 9/11 and all the dads that have died in the Palestinian. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah. Thank you for joining.
We're going to have to cut that whole thing because if I say the PG words, the algorithm's going to fucking shit on us.
Yeah.
So, anyways. I always like new ideas. I like new ways to engage with people, and I like ways for you guys to feel validated for listening. And we're not quite there at the Patreon level yet. We are very close, and I think I have a good idea for what our first Patreon content is going to be. We've already talked about it. And so I would really love to get more people engaged and more people just I want a community. That's what I want. I want more than just listeners and viewers. I want a community of people that we can rally around and that can lean on us as well. Like that, this whole adventure is about human connection. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional on any of this shit. So anyways, enough yapping. Like and subscribe. Comment on our stuff. Clicky the buttons.
Do the thing.
We will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.